Are you sometimes confused about all these different photography terms, exposure, aperture, shutter speed, and what they all mean? Well, when I started out, I certainly had no clue. So I put together a little 6-part mini video series to help you get started quicker and also to cover exactly those fundamentals. So right after this. Hi there, I'm Magdalena from the Creative Photography School, and today we will talk about exposure and all these different photography basics. When I first started out, I had no idea what they all meant. Aperture, exposure, shutter speed, no clue. All I had was a book and my camera, obviously, so I started reading. But obviously that's very, very theoretical and a long process. So what I wanted to help you with, basically to get started quicker, I put together a little 6-part mini video series to cover exactly those fundamentals, to help you on your journey to get faster. Obviously there's much more you need to learn afterwards, but this is just a quick startup guide, let's put it that way. Basically in this 6-part mini videos we will cover the following topics. First, it's exposure. Today we will talk about just a little introduction just to get you started and to understand the term of exposure. Next week or next video we will talk about aperture, followed by shutter speed and then ISO. And then in video part number 5 we will talk about again exposure, but look at exactly those 3 components, aperture, shutter speed and ISO, and how they work together, how are they interlinked together to come up with exposure. And then in video number 6, we will wrap it all up with the different shooting modes. So we will examine exactly what different shooting modes your camera has and what they all mean and what kind of control they give you. Okay, let's get started. Exposure is perhaps one of the most fundamental aspects in photography. And in very, very, very simple terms, exposure means the amount of light that travels through your camera and that hits your sensor. That is exposure. Obviously, technically, it's much more complicated and advanced than that. But I think at this point, all you need to know is the amount of light that travels through your camera, through your lens, into your camera, and that hits the sensor. And obviously, the more light comes through, the brighter the image. So you need to control the brightness levels. And every scene around you that you're going to shoot in has different brightness levels altogether. So you need to understand how you can control, how you can manipulate that light, because the light is actually what makes your image. So you need to understand the different components that help you control that light. And the different components are, the 3 components are, like I already said, aperture, shutter speed and ISO. In the next few videos we will look at the aperture, shutter speed and ISO separately, and then in video number 5 we will look at it again more how they all work together. So that's it for today. If you like these kind of videos, then make sure you subscribe to our newsletter to stay in touch. But also I would encourage you to become a member of our Facebook group, because in the Facebook group we are trying to do a little community. We try to build, help one another. If you have a question, you can post it there. People will help you. We will help you. Yeah, make sure you sign up for the Facebook group as well. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for video number 2, Aperture.